Hello everyone, welcome back to Katie's Budgeting Life. I am Katie, and today we are going to be doing our starting amounts for our sinking funds for the month of November. We have to have kind of a starting point, so moving forward, I won't have to do an initial. I'll just be doing the ending balances, but we got to start with the beginning balances. So we're going to start with November, and we're going to do orange because, I guess that reminds you of Thanksgiving. And it's also my favorite color. So, all right, we're going to do that. I did already write everything out. I did it in black, so hopefully be a little bit easier for you guys to see. I did do one stuffing, like a minor stuffing. What was that, my last video? So I'm going to try to take that into account, but if not, it's fine. We just got to have a starting point. So, okay. How do we want to do this here? Let's put this up here. It's here. Lefty issues. Okay. So we're going to start with our revolving sinking fund. So this is the one that's going to, probably fluctuate a good amount throughout the month, but that's okay. If we go up and down, that's fine. It just shows that we need to do like a little more in certain areas or whatever the situation. Okay, so nails, we're going to be starting off with 20. I know I did a video after Halloween, but I do hope everyone had an amazing Halloween. Mine was good. It was like we normally do a specific thing on Halloween. Like we usually have a plan. This year we went away from the plan a little bit, but it still went fine. All right, haircuts has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So that's good. I know Mason does want his haircut soon, so that's fine. We have the amount in there, so that makes me really happy because for the first few months, we're like trying to keep up, but now hopefully I'm getting a little bit of a cushion, hopefully, in some of these. All right, health has 20, 25, 30. We are in open enrollment right now for my job. I am going to get the HSA. I'm not going to do a ton because it is my first time doing it, and I just want to have a little bit of cushion in there. I think I'm going to do between like $300 or $400 just to see how it works. And like I said, I don't use my insurance at all right now. We don't really do anything. So I'm not saying we won't. I'm just saying that I want to guide my way into it. I do want to get a primary care physician. I do want to work on my health now that I do have the good insurance effective in January. So baby steps. Okay, fun. I did take money out of fun for the fall, for the festival thing. So I'm actually going, and then I added 8. So I'm actually going to make it 30. Hold on. Oh, that was wrong. I put plus 8 in it anyway. So I have 8, but I'm just going to make it 30 because that's what we had before everything from the last video. So I'm going to make that 30. Oh, and let's talk on that. So it's actually like a pumpkin patch, but they had it until November 2nd. So obviously the pumpkins wasn't too relevant, but they still had the hay rides, the apple cider, all that other stuff. Car maintenance has 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I am getting my oil change tomorrow, so this will take a hit. But I need to get it done, so it's fine. Yeah, but it was, so we still got to experience that kind of stuff. Let me take a drink. Also, look at this cup. So it says Katie, and then this is how my sister asked me to be her maid of honor for her wedding, because we're huge Friends fans. It says the one where you're my maid of honor. I don't know if you can see that, but that was how she asked me, so special cup. So yeah, it ended up, I'll actually put some clips in here from the farm. Kids has 1, 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 130. DJ is my nephew. He's 1. He had so much fun. There was this huge big sleigh ride, or not sleigh ride, hay ride thing. You know, it's like you put a sack underneath you and slide down. And what did I say? 130? Yeah. And he loved it. And then Ava Girl did amazing. Mason was there, but he didn't want to do it, obviously. You know, Mr. Teenager. Too good for that stuff. Henny has 50, 70, 80, 85, 90. I am supposed to be taking him tomorrow as well, if all goes well for his bath. That's a 90, right? Yeah, 90. So tomorrow should hopefully be a good day. 90. Yeah, but it was really fun. We had a good time. Phil was there and he got us all. Katie has nothing. He got us all apple cider and donuts. Donuts. Why do I say like that? Donuts. Anyway. Gifts has 20, 40, 50, 60. We did take somebody here for Phil's birthday. I got him just a little gift. But that's what it's there for, so that's good. So hopefully November can be a good month. That's what we try to do. I'm making it a thing. Glasses we don't have to count. We know that that's fully funded with 90. I haven't touched that. Yeah, I'm just trying to make November, like, I'm writing in a journal this month every day for the things that I'm thankful for, which I obviously should do, like, every day throughout the year. But, you know, November, like, I'm trying to just be grateful for the things that I have rather than the things that I don't. And, yeah, it's trying to work on my mental health, you know, everything like that. So, all right, holidays has 20, 30, 40, 45. So now that we are past Halloween, we can look into Thanksgiving. What's going on Thanksgiving? So we have Thanksgiving dinner. Well, it's kind of like we do Thanksgiving lunch, but like dinner. Yeah, we call it dinner. Anyway, because I've always worked night shift, like for so long, like over 10 years, I've worked some sort of night shift. Clothing has 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, so I've always worked some sort of night shift, and so we just have made it just a thing to eat like around 1, 2 o'clock. And that's for like every event. We like, I don't know why, that's just what we do. We never really did dinners because I always had to leave. So we kind of made everything a little bit earlier. Vacation, I did end up taking, I believe 20, I took 30 out for when I went to that hotel, which I had an amazing time. Kind of like a I recommend it to everybody, especially people that just have a hustle and bustle life, just taking one day out for yourself. It was just kind of a Zen day. It was amazing. It was a Sunday, and I went to this hotel that had a ton of TVs and with a bunch of couches, and I just sat back, watched all the football games, enjoyed myself. It was amazing. I recommend it. Life can be so freaking stressful, and no matter what is going on in your life, and just it is a huge thing to just take 24 hours for yourself. And even if you feel guilty, even if you feel like, you know, you're going to be stressing somebody else out, you stress yourself out every day taking care of the daily things that you need to take care of. And if you need to just rely on someone for 24 hours to give you a reset day, take it for your mental health, for everyone around you, so your attitude can be better. Do never feel guilty to do that. And it took me years to understand that, but I look forward to those times a couple times a year for myself. It's just amazing. But anyway, that was just a huge left turn. So anyway, so I did take some money out of this, but it has vacation has 1, 2, 250, 270, 275, 280, 280. I am gonna have to pay for my portion of the hotel soon. I'm gonna try to do like 2 more stuffings, which, yeah, we're gonna do that. So I think it's gonna be around 230 or 240 is my portion for the hotel. So that'll be good. All right, car registration. We have 50, 70, 80, 90. And I think like, sorry. To me, Thanksgiving or like November is really just a good like prepared month, I think. Birthdays has 20, 40, 60, 81, 110, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. I did, Phil and I did, what am I doing? 128. Phil and I did book the hotel. That's what we're going to do for Ava's birthday. We're going to do a pool party at a hotel. So we both, I believe, put 72 in for the hotel. So that's done and paid for. So now this month, it's going to be the day after Thanksgiving. So this month I'm just going to get her like her swimsuit, some toys for the pool. We'll probably do just pizza, like wings probably. I can't do pizza. I'm allergic to tomato. Random fact. Yeah. So anyway, November is just kind of like, it's your, month to where it's really getting into the fall time. So it's like really comfy, cozy weather, and all like your fall sports have began. Lion has 15, and it's kind of like the calm before the craziness of December. And to me, it's just a really good like I know they say like January is your like reflection month or whatever, but to me, I just feel like it's kind of November. I don't know. November is kind of like a calming month for me. And I don't know. I really like November. Don't know why. Okay. HOA, I did make the payment. So we are down to $2. Oh, but that's okay. We had enough. We made the payment. And now we don't owe again until, was that January? I think. So that's totally worth it. I am A-okay with that. So that's good. My mom has 20. Yeah, so I'm also, I don't know, it's just like a good reset month for me. I'm really like starting the past couple of days, I'm looking at like my eating a little bit better. I really got to work on my health in all aspects. I mean, I'm not a smoker. I'm not really a drinker or anything. I just eating, being aware of what I'm putting in my body, things like that, just making my health, all around health better. I want to be here for a long time for my kids and my grandkids and my great grandkids. And in order to do that, I've got to work on my health. So got to keep remembering that this isn't just for me, it's for my family as well. And I think that's kind of pushing me right now. To like really lock it in and do my best. So it's kind of like a reflection video. So I'm sorry, but I think these are great videos. Okay, Ava Girl has 1, 2, 220, 240, 260, 265. I haven't done many serving. I really haven't done any serving jobs in the past couple weeks. I've been picking up enough shifts at my full-time job, and I'm really not trying to over exhaust myself, which I do all the time anyway. So I've been fine. I would like to pick up a couple more just because I love the money, but like I said, I feel like I'm doing pretty well. Okay, and I'm just exhausted. So, all right, Mason has, but if I start being healthier, then I might have more energy as well, but I really do have like no time at all. Anyway, all right, Mason has 1, 2, 3, 4, 420, 40, 60, 70, 470. And for anyone that is new, I'm 31. I have 2 kids. What was that, 470? I have 2 kids. They are 13. I have a 13-year-old boy and a 4-year-old little girl. She will be 5 at the end of this month. I not own my home, but I have a home that I pay a mortgage for. My mom does live with me because I work night shift, and also my mom is just, we've always been together. Our baby DJ is my nephew. He has 63. And yeah, it's just, we've always been together. I've always needed her. I want her around. It's not just need, I want her around. If she ever wants to leave me, that's fine. But like I said, I think we have a good dynamic here. We are also like polar opposites, which is weird. So we actually argue a lot because we just have a very different personalities. All right, so this is Christmas. I actually don't have 300 in here. I actually have I'll put it up on the screen. I believe I have 247 because I think I took 200. Blah, blah, blah. I think I took 53 out to make up for something that I bought for Christmas. So I do have to switch that, which I will do. So I'm going to say 253 because or 247, because I definitely don't have 300 in there. I do have that Christmas, the Christmas challenge. So hopefully if I finish that this month, I can incorporate that. But right now it's not finished. So I'm just doing what's specifically in our envelopes. All right, emergency fund has 1,000 in the bank, 11, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's beautiful. 1150. So yeah, I work for the police department in Wilmington, Delaware, but I live in Maryland. I also do part-time gigs as for serving jobs, and I cat sit. I've been doing that for like 8 years. I'm in school for criminal justice. I'm about a little bit over halfway done to get my associates. No one's really ever gotten a degree in my family, so it would just be a huge accomplishment for me to do that. All right, taxes, we'll just add everything together because I separated, at one point I did separate it between my serving and the YouTube, but it's all going to end up being together in tax time anyway. So we're just going to make a taxes envelope. So we have 1, 120, 140, 160, 182, 210, 20, 25, 26, 27. 227. More than likely, this money is just going to go towards filing my taxes. I said 227, right? 22, 27. Because it's not like I'm doing this to like make up for what I owe. It's just, I know that when you do, 1099s or whatever, it, takes a little bit of a, what am I doing? 227. It takes a little bit of a hit on your return. So this kind of like makes up for it. But what I want to do is just use this to file my taxes, because then I don't have to take the hit for it coming out of my refund. And then they also give you like a $40 charge for like the convenience of taking it out of your refund. So in reality, I'm actually like saving money. All right. And then retirement, we're going to have 10. We're not going to do any of the savings challenges because that's just on its own. When we complete one, we'll do whatever, but I don't really want to incorporate that. So let's add this up and we'll see what we got here. It's a good starting point. And like I said, it'll fluctuate. It'll go up and down, but that's okay. That's what this is for, just to monitor it and, pay attention to what envelopes we might need to put a little bit more money in, less money in, whatever. I'm probably not going to be able to talk while I do this, so let me fast forward the video. Altogether, we have $3,807 in our sinking funds. So that is amazing. That's a great start. So now at the end of November, when we're done doing all of our stuffings, I will just use this same paper. We'll do the ending balances, the differences, and be able to say, how much we added or took away from everything. We can talk about the reasons and, just kind of go with it. A good way to just kind of have like a reflection on the month. And I think I'm all about reflection right now. Reflecting. So that's the only way you can really progress, is by looking at things that you did wrong, did right, and try to change from it. So, but that's going to be it. So 3,807 is our starting point. My next video, I'm probably it's going to be a little minor stuffing because I did sell some more stuff from my mom's things that she wanted sold. So we might do a little stuffing for that. So thank you guys so much. I hope you all have an amazing first week of November. And oh, also for my Canadian viewers, I'm so sorry Toronto lost. I really was rooting for them. Bottom of the ninth for game 7. I swore they had it in the bag. Ugh, freaking Dodgers, man. But anyway, Toronto had an amazing run. So shout out to the Canadian viewers out there. So thank you guys so much. And until the next video. Bye-bye.